When I moved to Buffalo in 2013, I went on Author House book site and I was looking to see what my book was doing, and I discovered that the ebook was removed. I contacted Author House and asked them and went over why they had no right to move my book. They put it back. They said they apologized and they put it back. A few months later, I received this check for 60 cents from Order House. And this is the only money right here that I have ever received from Order House for my book since 1998 to this day in September of 2018. It's the only check and the only money from 1998 to now is 60 cents. So Order House to me is what I call in God we trust bandits. And it make no doubt about it. That's what it is because the United States currency have on it in God we trust. So as far as I'm concerned, Author House is in God we trust bandits. I hope these bandits pay the government tax on these things. This is February 27, 2000. I have to show it again because I want to make sure the IRS get them, because I don't know what they're coming after me for 60 cents. This is more money I give them. I hope they're paying the IRS taxes, those hooligans. That's the back of this check I just showed for $75. The truth. The reason for me to show this, I want to show that Author House sent me this in 2002, telling me that they get an award for business. And I want to know if the business of robbing people, business of being bandits. Anyway, my reason for showing these checks again is this. I decided to show the business number to the back of these checks because that Author House have to use to clear these checks at the bank. Mainly because Author House denied and said I don't have a contract. So I want to show this. The middle number here, this one here, is the one that is right to the top. All right, I want to know if they're going to deny their own business numbers. This number right here, the second number, is this one right there at the back. That's the number in large here in case someone cannot see it. These are all printed in the bank with Author House personal banking numbers. And Author House better believe that I know what is a LBW. They better, if they have, a double play, I know what is a LBW. They better find out about that. Please do not misunderstand me. I wouldn't want to know anybody misunderstand me when I said when I say Manhattanites would have strike up the ban if they know that a person gets 60 cents under these conditions. This is not to say I'm looking for them to do so now, but by no means. I don't need that kind of thing. But what I do know is that Author House apparently know my mentality and what I would have done. Certainly, I was not going to sit down if I had was to walk down by Times Square or the gardens or anywhere there and take chalk and write it up in the street. They knew that I was not going to take this 60 cents lying down in Manhattan. Because in Manhattan, what you have children going to school and all this kind of thing. They're doing the same thing. They write the young little writers coming up. You have this sort of a cultural background that they are looking for something not like 60 cents when they go out there, freelance writers and stuff like this. They would look at that and question that. That is what I mean by that. But I'm not looking for anyone to strike up the ban right now through this. I just want to get what happened out there. Maybe I could help somebody in the Caribbean where I come from because this look like voodoo economy, they say, but it's really slavery. It is a terrible thing what they have done because yes, I will always say when I went with Author House, I love what they was pushing forth. Even though I started in ebook, I saw something good coming out of there. Listen, I give them a ship on the North Sea. I give them holy water from the North Sea. These people is stupider than they're devil people, and they're greedy, and they don't even know how to use a red carpet properly. As there's a God above, as there's a God above, this is the only money I have ever received. So help me God, 60 cents from Order House, since I have dealings with them. My book squatter is a slave. Do not buy it. Squatter is a slave slaving for Order House. Do not buy squatter. I would like to tell the people of the world that Order House, to me, is high educated lawyers. They're not just scam artists, they're sophisticated criminals. In short, why I'm saying this, I want to explain this. There are a few quarterly reports that say this is due to the author, that is due to the author. I do not have an attorney. I do not know the law. I do not know how to explain myself too well. So I'm trying this. So if you hear me say that the author gets $38 or $4, I didn't get it. They're just stating due to the author, but I never received anything from 1998 to 2018 of this September month from Order House but 60 cents. So please don't misinterpret this. This is how it goes. They're saying due to the author gets this, due to the author, but the author never got it. Please. Okay, Squatter is the same ebook that went in 98. My question is to Order House is why did it go and put my book as a fictionary work when, as you can see here, just for a brief, that there's a bunch of like this is a letter from Norway from my lawyer through my divorce on this page, and this is a void letter also. This also is it also have, this is my divorce papers from Norway, a letter from my daughter, my dad, my husband and I, my daddy at my wedding, my son who got killed, my niece in Norway making me this picture she thought was me, my wedding ceremony. Why would Order House take these things and make it, my book, into a fictionary book? I would like to know. Order House is the rottenness of scams. But what I would like to say also is that after years of dealing with them, all I have is a very bad stomach. The first thing is that they moved the ebook. So I called them. They put that back. Shortly after, they sent a check for 60 cents. All right, you send a check for 60 cents, and a few months later, you denying a contract. And this man, Eugene Hopkins, called me to talk to me. What more do you want? In America, we have mediators for everything. You have a problem, you don't have to talk directly. There are mediators to do that. So he is a global director of all for Order House. A global mean worldwide. Why do you want to talk to little old me? Am I so stupid again? I already signed without a contract. Without a lawyer. Now you're saying I don't have a contract. Now I must talk to you. If that is not bullying, I don't know what that is. Because this whole company is about schemes and bullying. If this is the way he goes around the world directing, then he's more than a babu. Because what he should have done is not call me, but send me a letter first. Not send Fran a letter after he tried to contact me. He should have sent a letter first and say, I would like to talk to the person who is representing you in this matter. And if you don't have a person to represent you, could we set up a date for talking or meeting? That is what he's supposed to do. So I call him a bully because he cut off my phone call, tried to hassle me and make me intimidate myself on the phone, which I didn't give in to him too. And then he go to the attorney general. So there's a lot of bullying. Excuse me. Here it comes that why I believe that this person who called me up and said I was recommended and my book was highly recommended, they was only stressing about I doing a new copyright. And I said, well, this is madness. Why you want me to re-copyright? I never heard. Because they're going to do a new publication. Why should I newly so I must abandon the old one. If I abandon the old one, it means to say I'm clearing out, author house false. Then I have a new copyright, and author house is looking nice and clean and dandy. I'm thinking this while I'm talking to him. So I said, madness. I'm not jumping out of the pot to go into the fire. Well, as far as I can see here, I want to know how the Attorney General office can summarize my complaint, because they're saying they're only authorized to handle matters concerning consumers' affairs. So what am I? Author house selling a product, vanity publishing. I bought into it. What am I? In the same section 4 went on to say that if it appears that you have a business-to-business transaction, they will consult with you and advise you of what to do. They may not be able to do that. Well, I want to know when the first bulk went to them, the bulk that they say I filled out the form wrong, before I finally filled out the second form and sent it back. When that bulk came with all the quarterly report, what did they think that was? Why didn't they decide then? Is it a business or is it a consumer complaint? Why hassle me for months, right through a hassle of months, hassle for more papers, and then come up and say that they only handle cases for consumers for the statute of Indiana? Something is mighty wrong there. I don't understand the law. I don't even understand the words in the law. The words in the law is so above the natural human brain. I don't want to even go there, But I do understand this, that they had to classify it from the time they see the quarterly report. I won back every black penny I paid Author House. Every black penny I put into Author House, I want it back. These people are criminals. Real hard-notch criminals. They should be in jail. Did you showing that you're sending more money to them than they're sending to you? They cannot find it, but the bank could find it. This is the 554. This is also Author House Advance. Ending at the bottom numbers is ending in 06. The middle numbers is 012. It is Author National, the National Bank in Bloomington, Indiana. Are they going to also deny this money came to them and was paid to them then too, even if they deny that there isn't a contract? I want to know. I don't know if I had gotten an agent, if things would have been any different. I don't know. I can't see at this point, back then, being in the Writers Union and being in that sort of cultural group, agents was the thing that was presented then, when you go to the meeting, that's what they inform you of. But I don't think it would make any difference. Anyway, so I didn't get one, but I would think if I had to go down that road again, I would probably do the same thing, but I would do it with a lawyer. I would prefer to go with a lawyer, because with a lawyer, if you get into a problem, you still have to go to a lawyer. The agent is not a lawyer. So, yeah, I know about lawyers and what they can do. I don't know. I prefer to um, pay a lawyer than to pay a middleman. That's my thing, you know. Agents are for some other kind of people. I don't think I would dwell too much on that if I was going that road again. Well, I come out about the 60 cents, and some may say it's nothing to make a fuss about. But yes, I know what I've seen. I've seen a Jewish boss of mine, a woman, with the smallest that went into the largest, what they said was compound tax. And she was in tears many times trying to, to put this off, to try to get control of her life again. And she didn't know that knew that she was being used at that point. So for me, because they start small, and if you forget it, then they build it, and before you know it, you have a surprise attack on your butt. And it's all leading back to the equation, because they want to know what this little brown skin girl is made out of. So I'm not resting on this, because it was easy for me, as I said, because the Attorney General office I hold highly responsible also, not only Author House, because it went through a brief. You can see, because it's so simple, and anything they show you cannot match against what I give you. So what? It's a rebuttal, and then years from now, you find out somebody made a mistake and I'm responsible. So no, you got to nip the bud really, really early, because taxation in America is all, I believe, is tumbled on the small people head. The small people must pay the taxes. And for me, that is a bunch of bullshit. I said it before, but the new writers out there, I'm saying, before you put your work out there to a publisher, please copyright first. You can copyright in Washington D.C. if you want, or you want to use the homemade method, but copyright first. I like doing it in Washington because it's cheap and it's quick and it's prompt. So do that. Well, I call it shotgun, but it's conspiracy. Yes, special interest is in it, but Author House themselves, they're rotten bastard. And I'm not going to put water in my mouth to say it. America is better known for conspiracy. Greatest conspiracy. I think that's the greatest gift of all, is conspiracy, if you could call it a gift. Thank you, YouTube, for giving me the opportunity to do this. I could not have done this without you. Thank you very much.